Hi, my name's Michelle. I am the author of the Sass and Traz series, and today we are reading Sass and Traz Save the Library, Book 1, and we're up to Chapter 4. Alcatraz! Bounding up the stairs, Sass made it to the library in time to see a very shocked and pale Miss Burns standing in front of her brother as pirates of all shapes and sizes sped around between them and the bookshelves, swords drawn. Pirates? Said Sass, searching her mind for an explanation. Ahoy there, matey! Be you friend or foe? Asked a large, dark face full of beard and narrow eyes. Sass couldn't see his mouth moving, but the sound was coming from that direction. Friend, Pirate Blackbeard. She had to think fast. This is my ship, and those are my crew, she said, nodding to where Miss Burns and Traz were being tied to their chairs. And what be your name then, lassie? Captain Sassafras, your, pirateness. I know who you are. You're very famous. Aye, that be true. But fame's not everything it's cracked up to be. Some of these here pirates think I've gone soft since I got my face up on a wanted poster. It's not my fault that I be so darn good looking. He stroked his long black beard lovingly. A passing pirate paused, shaking his head and rolling his eyes before nervously poking the captain in the back. Nothing happened. He poked again, a little harder. Still nothing. Sighing loudly, the pirate gave his captain a nervous shove. Captain, we can't find the treasure. Blackbeard banged the palm of his hand into his forehead. Treasure! That what be I was forgetting. Where do you be keeping the treasure, lassie? There's no treasure. This is a library. The library is full of treasure, shouted Miss Burns, struggling to untie the ropes that bound her hands to the chair while a pirate swung from the ceiling fan and slashed the curtains. Blackbeard's eyes grew wide and he turned like a panther padding towards its prey. Oh dear, whispered Traz, trying to turn his wheels backwards, but only succeeded in turning himself an even paler shade of white. And who might you be? Asked Blackbeard, drawing his face as close as he could to Miss Burns by standing on his tiptoes. I am a librarian, and the stories are my treasures. I am a pirate, said Blackbeard. See my tattoos? I don't read stories. If you borrowed a book every now and again, you might get the spelling right on your tattoos, sniffed Miss Burns. Sass looked at the pirate's forearm. Not only had he got the points of the compass in the wrong order, he had also misspelt all of the names of the directions. The other pirates stopped ransacking the shelves and started to check each other's tattoos, taking turns to look up the words in a large dictionary that Miss Burns kept at the help desk. I am a pirate, said Blackbeard. I fly the Jolly Roger and strike fear into the heart of every sailor. I don't borrow, I steal. Give me your treasure, he demanded. He turned over tables and pushed piles of books to the floor. Enough! If you want the treasure, you will have to do as I say, shouted Miss Burns, breaking free of her bonds and nodding for Sass to untie her brother. With her best librarian stare, she stood with a pointed finger outstretched until they behaved. Sit quietly on the reading mat and use your inside voices, and I might show you what I mean. A pirate may be richer in silver, gold, and jewels than any king or queen alive, but unless you discover how wonderful books are, you will never know what real treasure is.